Greetings, loves. Go ahead and hit that like button, share this video out, and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And make sure your notification bell is on. Now, check this out. So, here is an interview I'm looking at of Lil Woody. And this is the first time I've seen it. I'm at the beginning of it. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good interview. I mean, how can you not like this guy, though? You know? And I think it's interesting because a lot of us are not familiar with their lifestyle and maybe the way he speaks. So this is just very interesting. But one thing that it's seeming like to me, and I don't follow this case, I've only gotten into his testimony scandal situation. I didn't know these guys. I still don't know these guys. And from what I've seen, it seems like Lil Woody is wanting to. Hear me when I say wanting to use this opportunity to change his life around and to truly prosper from it while doing good. Doing good. That's what I see. And I think that he is the type of person where he is just truly a good person. And he's always wanted to do good. He wanted to give back. He wanted to build relationships. I just see that in him. I see that in him. And I think I'm hearing that the few times I've listened to him. So, it's good to see that. I wish him much success. It takes a lot to change coming from that type of lifestyle and having to be hardened. There are a lot of aspects of Woody's lifestyle that we may not be familiar with. But some of us may be able to resonate with some aspects of his story. I know for one I can. And I will say this. I'll say, well, it's good that he had his mother for as long as he has. But I also understand, when he's saying that after he lost his mom, that's when he lost it, he flipped. And nobody can tell him anything. I get that. I like the fact that this guy is seemingly honest, even when he says, I lied. I honestly think that he is very intelligent in a lot of ways. I think that's what's been keeping him alive on the streets. And I think we all can agree to what I'm saying, even if you're hearing people or you were one of the ones that fell into that too. Like, oh, he is slow. Oh, he's so dumb. Oh, he don't know nothing but the streets. I found it interesting the way he speaks, and I got a chuckle out of it, but I could easily see, that he was about to put on a good show. I could easily see that we were about to watch something monumental. Yeah, you guys know he did. That's why he's so popular, and that's why he's being interviewed. Everybody's watching, rooting, either way, whether it fluctuates or not, and you are commenting, and you're of all varieties. Yes. Oh, and don't forget the court reporter and her Converse collection and her and Woody's connection. Pure, genuine, and just, how can I say, good old American. That shit we used to be. But anywho, back to the part where I'm talking about it takes a lot to change yourself from having to be a certain way in a certain lifestyle, because that is the life you grew up in. Okay? All right. And he's going to probably need to start with this. Loving his honesty and courage, to be honest. I think the guy says too much sometimes, and he needs to understand and appreciate what has been given to him by God, and don't play with it. Don't flex, don't floss, don't brag, don't be, don't have that pride thing, but a little more humility when it comes to the lifestyle that you have led. Okay? God don't bless no mess, and you are not here to promote things that we rather not speak of, because you don't want them to hold it against you and indict you, those type of things. Yeah, okay. Well, let me see if I heard what I heard, because I've heard him in interviews before just openly admit to taking suckers out, and you don't know how you did it. Okay?
I got arrested was a month before my birthday, and then I got arrested on my birthday.
Okay.
A month later. My first time I was 17 turning 18. So I got arrested at 17 and then on my 18th birthday. And I've been in jail every year except for this year. This is the longest I ever been out of jail. From 2008 to now.
Okay. So
now I find that very interesting, because we met, a lot of us are just meeting Woody, and we met him under courtroom circumstances, and we saw him go to jail, and we was like, we actually watching somebody make life decisions, and the courts making life decisions for them, and take them to jail, bring them back, testify. I mean, this is very interesting to a lot of us. And to hear him say this is actually the longest he's been out of jail, that is interesting. But one thing I see when Woody talks in his face, when he is not in the courtroom and he's doing interviews, I see that he understands what's happening. He gets it. He understands the depth of it. And I think that's pretty cool. I mean, Woody here is pretty much all over transparent. Okay? I see people, who make comments showing that they clearly got a problem with him. And whatever that may happen between him and these people, that don't have nothing to do with me. But for the people who, you're just saying that based off what you're seeing from him and about his situation, I think sometimes we have to stop leading with emotions and just lead with intellect, and just look at things and try to analyze it. You should be skilled at that by now if you're a whole adult. But you can see this guy. We complain about these characters thrown before us a lot, and they get to stardom and the fame, and they just want to promote all of these things that we don't want being promoted for our youth. And we have an opportunity to watch, root for, and even contribute to the success of a person who was born in a situation and had to survive. And that means living the life when people go to the jungle and they watch the lionesses slaughter for dinner. You don't like it. It's humans. You always seem to try and interfere in the wildlife if they're going to harm the other when they're doing exactly what they are supposed to do. They are not humans. Everything they do is calculated by what? Instinct for their survival. And you go sink or swim. Okay? And when you're put in the environment that he was put in, it's the same thing. You're going to sink or you're going to swim. And this guy here says, I want to live. So he been doing what he needs to do to live. Dare I say, little Woody, in a lot of instances, in my opinion, is more innocent than Gypsy Rose. Gypsy Rose Blanchard, that plotted her mama's murder Yeah. Uh-huh. But that's wild, though. He been out the longest just now. Or you met him. I know he know how deep that is. Look at what I'm going through. But look at how long I've been out. He been fighting for his life. I see it's not over. They got him back in. I haven't watched it, but hey, he been fighting for his life. And while he's out here, you can tell he's not like, oh, I gotta go out my way not to get in any trouble because they would use any excuse right now. I'm pretty sure that's a given. It's common sense. But he is moving like he handling business. He handling business, and he's analyzing. What's not only what's going on because we could see in court he's doing that. He's analyzing, in my opinion. Okay, how am I gonna run this? Because I see somebody pass me the ball. Okay, get it, boy. Go ahead now.
Oh, so going back to that time, bro, can you tell us like the type of mentality you carry? Because I understand you carry a very dangerous reputation in the streets of Atlanta. Like, you are known to not be fucked with. Where did that come from?
I don't know. I don't know where people get that from. I'm playful. I do play all day, so they be kept. They hear the internet, the blogs and stuff like that. You don't bother me, I don't bother you.
Yeah.
That's it. I ain't dangerous though.
Man, I saw some video. They said you was listed in the top 10 most violent people in Georgia. A list that was.
I haven't seen that, but he say he friendly, he jokey, and he ain't no threat to nobody. Okay, that's what he says.
Composed by the FBI.
Anything get me out the street.
Man, so that's what I'm saying, right? Like, all right,
Homeboy look like he know what he happened. He look like with his cute dark chocolate. Boy, that chocolate, y'all. Who this? Who this? Let me sub. All right. Ain't nothing better than that chocolate there, boy. That chocolate there.
I
popped one of them. I popped one of them niggas on that video, on that clip with me.
You did?
Yeah, man. I hit that boy.
So that's what I'm saying.
Oh, good job. Good job. I wasn't looking when I heard him say this the last time. Oh, wow. The way the guy, he caught himself real quick. You can tell in his facial expression for a hot second. He was like, I can't believe he just said that. Then he was like, get it together. Get it together. Okay, we're going to.
I know you, like I said, you've known to have.
Like that, you know this lit.
You did, like, all right, FBI.
Don't bother me, I don't bother you.
Yeah.
That's it. I ain't dangerous though.
Man, I saw some video. They said you was listed in the top 10 most violent people in Georgia. A list that was composed by the FBI.
Anything get me out the street.
Man, so that's what I'm saying, right? Like, all right,
I popped one of them niggas on that video, on that clip with me.
You did?
Yeah, man. I hit that boy.
So that's what I'm saying. I know you, like I said.
And then he shook his shoulders like, it is what it is. Like I said in the beginning of my video, it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot because he don't even begin to understand all the things he would need to change to successfully change, if that's what he wants. Because at this point, he don't have any other choice. He can change or, his story ain't going to be pretty. Not saying it is now, but you know what I'm saying. And, I question him, saying this on more than one occasion. And there's, I'm not saying that it couldn't be in the making, but I don't think anybody should expect these type of statements to fly. And all that money, it has to be legit, right? It's gotta be legit, because there's no way he could be in this situation and these things truly be going on, and he got all that money from what? Something illegal? They gonna want to know where he get that money from. And if he has this life career that he's saying, and clearly we're seeing them harass him for, and they're saying, then how else does he get money? Okay, is he an accountant? Does he own a Fortune 500? Successful Fortune 500? Did he inherit a lot when his mama died? But she didn't want them to know why they were alive. That's why I mean, cool story, bro. I just be saying that nowadays. Like, the things that, get popped in our faces, I'd be like, yeah, cool story, bro. But, anywho.
Yeah, you've known to
They're
have
like
this.
that, they at least kept, you know what I mean? They just kept, they at least say about nothing. Yeah.
Interesting.
I like it.